Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen. We are back as usual for the weekly predictions of the Premier League. Now, before we get into this, as usual, I bring you a bit of a story. I was going to do this on FC25 because the game obviously releases today, like the Ultimate Edition releases today. I've not bought the Ultimate Edition because I can't really justify spending 90 quid on a video game. So I got the regular basic edition, which I think is 63 quid in the end because I got EA Play. 63 quid. And I was gonna do the 10-hour trial that you get today. So I could do this. I was gonna do a career mode, perhaps just a little dive in there, maybe even start off a Manchester United career mode today. But with the EA Play trial, it's not working. It's not been working for a lot of people, and it doesn't let you load up the game. And when you do load up the game, it says thank you for trying the trial. When I literally just redeemed it today, so there won't be FC25 today, but this probably will be the last FC24 video because next weekend obviously will be when the full game releases, the regular edition, the standard edition releases. So that would be fine. We'll get all that done as well. And next Friday as well, career mode, we will kick off the Manchester United save, depending on my hours of work. I don't know what I'm going to be doing on Friday. But that will be when it starts. It was meant to start today, but EA, the brilliant company that they are, have a 10-hour trial that doesn't work. So we're here, back on FC24 for one last time, one last ride, I suppose, for doing these predictions. Now, before we get into this, let's check out what I got last week. What score did I get with my Premier League predictions last week? Let me pull up that, and then let me pull up my notes app. And it's split screen it on my phone. And sorry if you do chat in these streams. I don't really read it, mainly because I'm looking. I've got two things open on my phone where I've got the match, like actual matches, and I've got my notes app open where I'm writing them down. So I can't also open my Twitch stream to check the chat. So if you do chat and I don't see it, I apologize. I'm not ignoring you. It's just there's too much already going on my phone screen. So an interesting week of football last week. So the first scoreline was Southampton nil, Manchester United 3. I went Southampton nil, Manchester United 2. I for once had, well, I say for once, I always do, but for once Man United exceeded my expectations. I had a little faith in them, and it actually went wrong. So fair play to Manchester United. I had Liverpool 3, Nottingham Forest 1. The score, Nottingham Forest did score 1, but Liverpool didn't score any. That's right, Liverpool lost to Nottingham Forest at Anfield. Anyone predicts that, they're a fucking liar. This was a Haalandless prediction. My Haaland prediction was 3-1 Manchester City. My Haalandless prediction was Manchester City 1, Brentford 1, and that's the one I stuck with. Haaland did turn up, and of course, he did put the ball in the back of the net twice. It was Manchester City 2, Brentford 1. So I got right, it was right in the middle of what I was thinking. The ideology was right, it's just the execution was a bit shit. So taking a look then at Fulham versus West Ham, that was 1-1. I put Fulham nil, West Ham 1. I expected West Ham to win that. Silly me. I did get this one right in terms of the result. In terms of the scoreline, I'm incorrect. I said Crystal Palace 1, Leicester 1. It was Crystal Palace 2, Leicester 2. Following that was Brighton and Ipswich, and I expected Brighton to roll over Ipswich because, you know, Brighton have had a really good start this season. But Ipswich, big fucking point for them. They held them to a 0-0 draw. I put Brighton 2, Ipswich 0. Continuing on, Aston Villa 3, Everton 2. Everton once again dropping a 2-goal lead. I put Aston Villa 2, Everton 1. Following that was Bournemouth and Chelsea. It was Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 1. I put Bournemouth 2, Chelsea 2. In the end, it was a 1-0 for Chelsea, so I got it wrong. I put Tottenham 0, Arsenal 1. Yeah, like I said, I don't think either team deserved to win that. But Arsenal did get the win in that one, in North London derby. So another one wrong. But good news in the final one. I actually got a prediction right. I got a scoreline. I don't know what the total is overall now, but I got 1 out of 10 this week once again, or last week once again. I said Wolves 1, Newcastle 2, and it was Wolves 1, Newcastle 2. So we do get on the board. Now, enough rambling and going on with just me rambling. Let's get into this game then. So the one we're doing obviously is Crystal Palace versus Manchester United at Selhurst Park. As you know, I'm doing the Manchester United games because I support them. So that is why they're getting done. Without any further ado, let's get into it and see who wins. Again, I don't play these. I leave the AI to do whatever it wants to do. I'm curious what will happen. And I tried to update the squad as best I can. If there's anyone I've missed, I apologise. But I'm also not too sorry because we're playing a new game next week anyway. It was meant to be today, but EA Play was like, yeah, we're not actually going to let you have the trial that you pay for. Granted, it was a free trial, so I'm not really paying for it. And the EA Play comes up with part of the, whatchamacallit. The EA Play comes with the Game Pass I'm on, so that's fine. So, okay, I was going to say we could have an early chance there. It has not materialised into anything. So, take a look at this. First game of the weekend with the early kickoff tomorrow. Oh, Jesus Christ, Leacher. Right, West Ham versus Chelsea is the first game of the weekend. And the two hot and cold teams at the moment. So I think the correct result to predict here would be a draw. But Chelsea can sometimes pull something out of nothing. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. But I'm being a bit... What's the word? I don't know what the word is. Skeptical of it. Because I think there's a winner for one of the teams in there. I just don't know which one it's going to be. Hence why I've just gone for the 1-1 draw. Because I can't decide. Like I said, both teams have had interesting form so far this season. I can't say anything. Manchester United have also had interesting form to an extent too. So it's, yeah. I'm going to say a 1-1 draw. Following that then will be Aston Villa versus Wolves. They seem to be doing quite well thus far in this season, and they had a debut Champions League win, I believe, as well in the week. So I think they're going to be ready to go again. Mitchell nearly scoring for Crystal Palace. Aston Villa look a lot better than Wolves anyway, and I think it is going to be another 3 points for Villa, and I'm going to go a healthy 2-0. I don't see Wolves getting on the score sheet. I do like Cunha, I do like some of their front players, but I just don't see a goal going past Emi Martinez. That's where I'm going with that. Am I going faster through these, or is the game going slower? I can't really tell. But anyway, for the third game of the week then, Fulham versus Newcastle. Again, Newcastle seem to be doing quite well. Obviously, the depth issues are still there, the injury issues are still there, but the good football is still being played, and they won last week after going down a goal. And I think a similar story will happen again. I think Newcastle will end up winning 2-1. Fulham will take the lead. Newcastle will turn it around and take the 3 points and continue in their good vein of form. I might be wrong, but you just don't know. Rashford can't get his shot off and Kamada clears it. Yeah, I see we're going through these quite quickly. We're already on the fourth game. We're only 13 minutes into the game. Well, we'll be talking about simulation, I guess, a bit. Fourth game of the weekend. This is an actual interesting one because it's two promoted teams. Bruno fuck me. But yeah, Southampton. Who's Southampton? Southampton and Ipswich Town are going to be the next game discussed here. And obviously, they were both going to struggle coming up to the Premier League. This is, I don't want to say it's a relegation 6-pointer already, but it is. This is really going to be whoever wins this puts himself in a much better position. And as much as I like both teams, I'm going to give the edge to the Tractor Boys. It's going to be 1-0 Ipswich. Southampton just don't seem to have much of an identity at the moment, and Ipswich obviously still have that feel-good factor. I reckon they will take it 1-0. Another yellow card, this time Kobe Mainu picking up a booking. There's been so many stoppages in this match, no wonder I'm fucking rattling through these scorelines. Well, the final 1.5, and we're only about, what, 14 minutes into the half? Spurs versus Brentford. Now, again, another two teams who have had hot and cold start to the season. Spurs you'd expect to be doing a little bit better. We're on a few straight losses at the moment. They dropped points to Leicester as well. Brentford, their front line actually looks quite good. Even without Tony, they seem to be cooking. And I say this every weekend, and they seem to do well every weekend. And this is going to be a stupid prediction perhaps. Maybe not the smartest prediction, but I'm going to predict a draw. It looks maybe, I'm not going to say it too early, but it looks maybe a little bit as if Andrew's been found out in the Premier League. And Brentford seem to have some kind of new attacking style that seems to work. So I'm just going to predict a 1-1 draw. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But that's what I'm going to go for. And again, we're already halfway through the predictions and still quite early in this half. So we'll just chill and watch a simulation for a bit, and then we'll do the rest of the scorelines in the second half. Xerxes gets tackled by Gahey. I feel like it's going to end in a 0-0 on simulation. Of course, if it does, we'll go to extra time just for the fucking banter of it. But yeah, final FC24 related stream. I'll take a look at chat if anyone's in there. Nobody is in there for a change. Kind of just chilling now until we go into the second half. I'll read the second half of the scorelines. We've not got to this game on our screen yet. Is there going to be a goal for Palace? Nope, Mazraoui, good tackle. I don't really know what's going to happen in this one. I'm still kind of thinking about what result we're going to pick for this one, so it's good I get a little break. What's after Tottenham and Brentford? Is it this one? Oh no, Leicester and Everton, Liverpool, Bournemouth, then this one. Dalot. Xerxes. Back to Dalot. Unlucky. I'm going to get a quick drink. I'm also trying to research this FC25 trial issue. Another free kick for Palace. I thought a 10-hour trial might be alright. And potentially, I may do a career mode episode tonight if it actually fixes itself. Obviously, if it doesn't, I won't. But we might do it tonight. Yeah, there's a ton of other people having issues with the FC trial as well, and it's been over a day since it was initially reported. Yeah, this is quite boring simulation, isn't it? I rattled through the scorelines. A goal before the half, perhaps Munoz into nobody. No, there's not going to be a goal before. There's just no creation from either team. Well, what a fucking half of football. That I might as well have just gone to sleep. I might as well just done a nap. Well, jump into the second half anyway. Before we do, we'll take a look at performances. Man of the match so far for Palace. That's the wrong... I mean, it's the wrong mate to begin with. We've got Dalot's our best player, and it's shown the Palace ones. Point is, I wanted to go to match facts. I clicked the wrong thing. 51 to 49 in terms of possession. 11 ball recovery time. I'm reading the wrong thing. 3 shots to 2. 0.4 to 0.2. There's been fuck all in terms of fucking creation. It is dead. 1 save made. It's been a boring fucking simulation. We'll rattle through the second load of games. I've pressed resume. And we'll just watch to see if either team can find a winner. Oh, here we go then. Yeah, the matches. Where were we at? Leicester versus Everton. Now, this is a difficult one because both teams... I mean, it's not incredibly difficult because one team is slightly worse than the other. But I'm just unsure if Everton turn up for a change. We're bringing off Minu for Maguire. The tactical choice here is not very good from the video game. But yeah, we're going to go with Leicester to win, obviously. I'm going to say 2-1. It might be another situation where Everton take a 2-goal lead and then lose. That might just be a new theme. It'd be funny if that was just a thing every week. But yeah, no, Leicester are going to edge us out because it's just been a struggle from Everton from the word go. And, I mean, I don't think either team's now going to get a points deduction. So, that's not looming over their heads. They just need to play their football. I think Leicester will edge it out over Everton. Now, this shouldn't be a difficult one. But with last week's fucking defeat to Nottingham Forest, Liverpool might have their confidence shaken as they play Bournemouth. Maguire is playing... Sorry. I don't usually do this within a simulation, but I have to double check. Where is Maguire playing? Left DM. Okay. I'd have brought Martinez there and put Maguire at the back, personally, but I don't know what the game's doing. Anyway... Liverpool and Bournemouth, obviously hosted at Anfield. I don't want to see Liverpool win, obviously, for good reason. Now, I'm a Man United fan. But I don't think they're going to lose twice in a row at home. So I think they will bounce back off that Forest loss and come out on top over Bournemouth. I've gone for 2-0. I think Liverpool will win, and I kind of just... I hope they lose. It'd be funny again. But I don't see it. Now, the most boring game that is occurring on your screens right now is up next. Crystal Palace host Manchester United. Now, I think if I was a neutral here, I would probably lean to a draw. But, of course, I'm not a neutral. I am a fan of the away side. And because of that, I'm going to give us the... Excuse me, I got hiccups. A biased edge. I'm going to give us the edge, though. It's probably not going to be correct, and I'm aware of that. That's fine. But I'm going to give myself a bit of bias because we are Manchester United, and that's who I support. Plus, with Palace, I thought they'd be quite good at the start of this season. They've arguably looked a bit weaker. I know they're missing Elise now, but they've brought some quality in. They brought in Ismaila Sarr. They brought in Daichi Kamada. They've still got this man, Eberechi Eze, who has shot straight at Onana. They do have bright sparks. It's just they don't seem... They don't even seem like the same team that ended last season, if that makes sense. It just doesn't seem like they have as much as we do, Man United do. So I'm going to give my team the bias, the benefit of the doubt. I'm not convinced though, if I'm being honest with you. Xerxes gets his shot saved by Hendo. Second to last game then of the half as Anthony comes on for Garnacho. God forbid. Brighton host Nottingham Forest. Now, if you'd asked me this a couple of weeks ago, I'd have said Brighton win with no problem. But they've just dropped points to Ipswich and Nottingham Forest have beaten Liverpool. So it's kind of a difficult one. And I think I've got to plump for a draw purely because of those past results. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. I think there's going to be goals, but I don't think either team will be able to beat each other. Well, Brighton's faltering a little bit. I know their manager, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, got manager of the month. And I know they had a good start to the season, but dropping points to Ipswich is not a good look. And with Nottingham Forest, like I said, coming off the back of that huge win at Anfield, they're not going to just lie down here. But I don't think Brighton will lie down either, which is why I'm saying a draw. 2-2 probably the wrong scoreline, but I will stick to my guns on the draw. Now, the biggest game of the weekend, best to last. Probably a title decider already. Manchester City host Arsenal at the Etihad. And I don't know which way to go with this, because Arsenal having injuries crop up. Manchester City don't look like Manchester City. I know they've been winning games, but it's been all Haaland. It just doesn't look like the Man City that, you know, have dominated the past couple of seasons. It just looks, I mean, it looks like the strongest team in England still, don't get me wrong, but just not by as big of a gap as it used to be. Now, I think it's going to be a win, but I don't know who to give it to. I don't think these teams will cancel each other out. I think one team will win. I'm just not sure which team will win as Ugarte comes off for Casemiro. I'm going to go with Man City. I'm going to say 2-1. But Arsenal have the best defence in the league, and City have the best offence in the league due to the fact that they employ a robot up top. It's probably, do you know what? I'm not going to have either team win. I've changed my mind. I'm going to go 1-1. The teams are going to cancel each other out as Palace come very close to taking the lead. Onana gets a hero's of fucking applause there from Martinez, De Ligt, and Casemiro. I don't know. I don't know which way this is going to go. I'm going to say 1-1 draw. I'll probably end up being wrong. But I'm going to say 1-1 draw. If I'm wrong, so be it. What is going on with the ball here? What? They've nearly just scored... Sorry, excuse me. They've nearly just scored a broken corner. Right then. Palace changing the rules, I see. But that's going to wrap up the scorelines. I will go over them at the end. But I don't see either Man City or Arsenal winning because, of course, Man City best offense, Arsenal best defense. It might be just a 0-0 draw, but I'm not going for a goalless draw because that's boring as fuck. Fuck off. Oh, Nana. Also, why we let Kamada have that much space? Ball and then as Richards rises highest, that should be cleared. Yeah, I had a feeling this was gonna go 0-0, and just for banter, we're probably gonna take it to extra time unless there's a goal here. The late good interception. It just hasn't been really anything. It's been more Palace, admittedly, and I don't want to admit that. Anthony, if Anthony scores the winner, I'm going off my head. Like, Anthony of all people. Corner United, a few minutes left. The camera work here is awful because you don't know who Ten Hag's even talking to. And now they've zoomed it further to the side. The steps look really good, mate, yeah. Well, if the EA Play trial actually works tonight, there will be a career mode episode tonight. If not, then you'll just have to wait till next Friday. Although if they fix it over the weekend, it'll have to be I can maybe do it on a Monday. It's just I'm literally working pretty much all Saturday and pretty much all Sunday, so I will not be available over the weekend. So I was hoping I could get one done today with the trial, but the trial has decided it's going to shit itself. 6 added minutes and a 0-0. Fucking just let me sleep, man. It might be a late winner. I don't know which way it's going to go. There's going to be a goal here, isn't there, for Palace? Well, it depends if they build up fast enough. Lerma, ball through. Onana's not come for it. Delic closes it down, and it ends in the most boring simulation game you will see in your life. Fuck it. Classic. Why not? Let's see who wins. Extra time in a Premier League game. Once again. It's the final one we're going to be doing an FC24 in it, so... Looks like Eriksen's come on for Rashford. We're playing Eriksen on the wing. Is there going to be a goal in extra time, or are we going to a penalty shootout to see who wins this Premier League match? It doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? As we send off quite possibly one of the worst games in history. Did I even do a career mode on this game? I know I did rebuilds. And I gave up eventually, because I just got bored. Did I even do a career mode? Oh no, because while the game cycle was going on, I was still finishing Hartlepool. And then... what did we do? I rebuilt Sassuolo. I rebuilt Man United. I've done about 7 seasons of that. I definitely rebuilt other teams in the meantime. I did Fulham. Pretty sure I got sacked in that. There was someone else as well I did. Nottingham Forest, that was right. Oh no, it was FIFA 23, wasn't it? Yeah, I didn't really do much total on the fucking on the game, to be honest, because like, what was the point? The game was shit. I did next to nothing. But if this game runs quite well, and it does look promising. FC25, I should say, not this game because we're still FC24 for this. But FC25 does look promising. Once they get everything fixed, once the full game comes out, we'll be doing career modes, we'll be doing rebuilds. There's an option where there is no sacking, so you can actually have it where you don't get sacked the whole save. So rebuilds will be doable. are actually doable. So if you want to see your team get rebuilt, I will give it a good old college try. But I'm also going to be doing career mode as well. We're going to start with the Man United one, and I'm thinking of doing another Youth Academy one, but I'm not going to commit to that just yet, depending on my time that I've got. Eze is on his last legs here, trying to run down the left. Does get it back to Klein. And Onana gathers before Nketiah can meet. Both teams probably thinking about a penalty shootout, though. Foul. Yellow card for Matthias de Ligt now as well. It's going to go all the way to penalties, isn't it? Is it a yellow? Yeah. It's a bit of coming together, really, but yeah, it is. All in, it's away by Rasmus Højlund. Yeah, I put in Højlund, by the way, because there's rumours that he's back in training, so he's getting fucking put into the squad. I don't really care. I'll do what I want. Fucking Harry Maguire and CDM. Oh, LaCroix, good interception. That could have been it for Bruno Fernandes. Oh, fuck off. Palace have won it. Unless we can pull something out of the bag. You fucking bastard. Who's it that scored it? I didn't look at a name, I looked away from my screen. Eddie fucking Nketiah. For fuck's sake. There's still time, boys. The temptation to jump in and go for an equaliser is high, but I'm not going to. What injury time are we getting then? Ericsson. Fernandes, you fucking pillock. Well, yeah, that's it. Game's gone. Doesn't really matter about injury time now. We've got 2 minutes, but they're just going to hold the ball. I mean, fair play to Palace. They won last game of FC 24. They might get another goal yet as well. Eze tries to break through. It's closed down by Leacher. Can we pull the ball forward or not? No. Well, that's it. Well, it's good to send off this game with a loss, I guess. Give our all. Nketiah, 160th minute winner. But let's be real, it would have got to the 160th minute if it was a Premier League match. So, just to sum up, then I guess we'll get the score lines. World Class AI beat World Class AI, cheers, yeah. That's probably what's going to happen in the real game as well. A late Crystal Palace goal. They deserved it, I can't fucking complain. 52 to 48 in terms of possession, 11 shots to 5. and 1.5 expected goals to 0.8. So let's get the score lines recapped. So for week 5 then, West Ham 1, Chelsea 1, Aston Villa 2, Wolves 0, Fulham 1, Newcastle 2, Southampton 0, Ipswich 1, Spurs 1, Brentford 1, Leicester 2, Everton 1, Liverpool 2, Bournemouth 0, Crystal Palace 1, Man United 2, Brighton 2, Nottingham Forest 2, and then Manchester City 1, Arsenal 1. Quite a lot of draws, people cancelling each other out. I don't see, I don't know. I'm still undecided Man City and Arsenal, but I'm just going to cancel it out. And that is what it is. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up the FC24 adventure. Not that there was much of an adventure on it. Hopefully FC25 is better. There will definitely be more content in some capacity because you don't get sacked in career mode anymore. You can turn that setting off, and by Jove, I will be doing that. But that's going to wrap it up. We lose in our final game. Hope you guys enjoyed the football this weekend, enjoyed the nice weather, and enjoy FC25 if you got it early with the Ultimate Edition. If I get the EA Play trial sorted, career mode tonight. If it doesn't get sorted, career mode either Monday or maybe I'll just wait till the game comes out. Hope you guys enjoy. Take care and peace.